Thank you, Chairwoman Johnson and members of the committee, for allowing me to testify on Senate Bill 281 today. This bill came about after conversations with local clerks in my district beginning last summer. Many of them expressed concerns about the difficult task of determining if or where an individual registering to vote in their jurisdiction is registered in another state. This is especially important in my district, which borders Indiana, and where many families from out of state and in-state own second homes. According to the clerks, they proactively try to obtain this information to provide it to the Bureau of Elections in order for them to hopefully check if the person is or has voted elsewhere, cancel that registration, and update the qualified voter file. Senate Bill 281 would ensure the Secretary of State fully utilizes a multi-state program. State law requires the department to participate in to update the qualified voter file. Many of the requirements within the bill are based on the state's current participation in the Electronic Registration Information Center, or ERIC. Michigan and other member states report voter files and motor vehicle records to ERIC, which then provides sophisticated data matching services to members in order to improve their ability to identify inaccurate and out-of-date voter registration records. In 2020, 23 states and Washington, D.C. participated in ERIC, which identified among member states over 1.5 million cross-state movers, over 1.2 million in-state movers, 136,000 in-state duplicates, and 72,000 deaths. The ERIC bylaws strongly encourage a regular schedule for requesting ERIC data with a minimum of one request every calendar year. ERIC bylaws also stipulate that when members receive the data, the state shall, at a minimum, initiate contact with voters to correct inaccuracies or obtain information necessary to update the voter's record. Senate Bill 281 would, number one, require the Secretary of State every March to request information from recognized multi-state programs and services to verify current resident status of electors and follow procedures for removal or confirmation of their status within 60 days. Number two, 10 days following the procedures, the Secretary of State must provide a report of their activity to the election committees of the House and the Senate. Number three, the bill also requires the Secretary of State 120 days from a general election to request information from the multi-state programs and services of which we are participants, detailing any voter who improperly cast a vote in the last election. The Secretary of State must then conduct an investigation within 30 days of receiving this information. Number four, and finally, on August 1st every year, the Secretary of State must detail on their website the total number of voters who moved out of state, total number of voters who moved in the state, total number of in-state duplicate voter registrations, total number of electors determined to be deceased, and the results of the investigations into improper voting activity. Senate Bill 281 will go a long way to ensure the state is fully utilizing the multi-state programs or services the state is already required to participate in to assist in the certification of current residents and voter registration status of electors, providing clear timeframes for updating the QVF and requiring transparent reports to the legislature and the public ensures Michigan voters that the Secretary of State, regardless of party, is allowed one high standard, or is following one high standard. I hope they're allowed more than one high standard. Thank you again, and I'm happy to take any questions.